All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Welcome back.
It is episode 9. I get so confused because we've become a lot more consistent now. So if we get interlocked in between episodes, and I don't know which one is which. But I think we're on episode 9. We're nearly at 10 episodes.
That's crazy.
Which is actually pretty mad. I think at one stage I didn't think we'd ever get there, but it is episode 10. We appreciate everyone tuning back in.
It's episode 9.
Episode 9. Sorry. Episode 9. We appreciate everyone who's still listening and watching and all that good stuff. Yeah. As we are recording this, we just put out the episode 8 last night. Yeah. So we're
doing pretty well.
Yeah, it is actually doing pretty well. But I think we're in for a better one today. Always up the level, as I always say.
100%.
In the bedroom. Anyway, but first I kind of want to show it. Can I do like a quick outfit of the podcast actually, because I got this new T-shirt that I kind of want to like it. I really want to show. Did you actually notice it this morning? I really want to show everyone. I'm gonna kind of get on my knees here, but it's a bit dodgy. But
usually people
look
pay
at
for that. But yeah,
look at that shit. Isn't that actually fire?
Lightning McQueen. It's so good.
Honestly, none of this toxic masculinity shit. All right, if you want to wear a Lightning McQueen top, wear a Lightning McQueen top. You know what I mean?
They're back in the last couple of years. It's good.
Yeah. Like you see people going around in Lightning McQueen Crocs and stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, they're pretty banging. So I kind of do want to get them, but I seen it in Bershka. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Why not pick it up? It was like 30 quid or something. So nice. I was like, why not? I couldn't really. It was one of those you couldn't really walk away from. But I just thought I'd show everyone. Get a bit of fashion inspo from me. But we have a bit of an action-packed podcast for everyone today.
We do.
Because we have a lot to kind of discuss. I'm sure this podcast will be out in good time kind of for the topics we are about to discuss. It should be still fairly current by the time. Do we want to start on a bit of a downer or a bit of an upper? That's the problem. We'll start on a big downer, will we?
Big downer, and then we kind of finish off strong with a big upper.
Finish off strong.
And
exactly, like I always say.
It's going to be a roller coaster. You're going to up and down.
Yeah, but so is the Comfort Zone podcast, That's just the way we are. Yeah. But should we start off with kind of the biggest story of probably the last 2 weeks-ish? Yeah, so I'm sure everyone's been aware of the big kind of news story that's been out there at the moment. It's one that Eoghan has actually been able to tune into. Eoghan doesn't really keep up with pop culture, but this isn't really pop culture. It's more just world news. Yeah. The assassination of Charlie Kirk. For if anyone who's living under a rock, what's our best way to describe him? Because he's not really a politician as such.
No, he's
a political figure. That's for certain.
He's a political figure, but he was mainly all about debates, open debates.
Yeah. So he actually kind of got his fame more through social media, didn't he? Yeah. He sort of became more mainstream as time went on, but he was sort of known for opening up. At first, they would have been small little. Debate. He'd have sort of a table laid out open for debates about different controversial topics, which had been done before by other people. Like I've seen loads of other people do it over the years. It is quite a big thing, but he sort of took it to kind of that new level and slowly became more and more mainstream from his right-wing views. Yeah, his controversial type of views. Yeah, a lot of it, but absolutely, yeah. So he had opened up one of these big talks, I would more so say, because yes, it was an open sort of debate thing, but supposedly Utah was a big not right-wing kind of state, but they have a lot of similar views in that. I think Utah is a very pro-gun state as well and stuff. So he had a lot of followers out there basically. Yeah. But unfortunately he was assassinated while giving one of these talks, which has been surrounded in a lot of controversy because people don't really know how to
feel about it, because not a lot of people liked him because of his views, but at the same time he was all about open debate, so it's kind of his opinions as well, but it's kind of it's a sensitive topic in that way.
And it sort of begs the question, like, how strongly do you have to feel about someone to the point where you feel like they kind of brought this on themselves? Like, people are kind of, there's a lot of people who don't show any sympathy because the man was supposedly a racist or whatever you want to label him as, but does that whatever you feel about his words and the way he spoke,
I don't think he deserved it though.
I don't think I don't really.
He didn't deserve to get killed in front of his family.
I don't agree with his. Just to put that out there, I don't think either of us agree with much that the man spoke about.
I found it entertaining on his kind of videos.
It's a bit it pulls you in, doesn't it? You're intrigued about a lot of the stuff that he would do, or a lot of stuff that he would put out.
Yeah.
But I don't think we definitely don't align with his views in the slightest. No. But that doesn't mean to say that someone deserves to be assassinated, and in a brutal I mean, the video was released early on, and I think it's probably a lot harder to find the video now at this stage of the assassination.
I was able to find it again last night. Yeah, you can find it. Instagram is.
Do you know who is largely to blame for these things? And I hope one day that some sort of big lawsuit fucking gets them. It's TMZ.
And why is that? Because
they're always the first one to put out these videos or to release footage that probably sensitive footage or sensitive evidence. Or, for example, my biggest hero, one of my biggest inspirations, Kobe Bryant, passed in a helicopter crash back 5 years ago.
5 years?
TMZ released that information about that helicopter crash before Kobe's wife had even heard the news.
That's crazy.
Which is fucking wild, isn't it? And TMZ are known to be, they're known to be invasive and sort of that's what they do. That's what they do. Okay. That's how I suppose that's how they make their money. But I think they're largely to blame for this, the footage supposedly being out there, and which doesn't need to be out there, and it has a huge effect on the families and stuff like that.
But I mean, it's not even just TMZ as well, but there's also everyone else's point of view. People were recording with their own phones as well. Yeah, it wasn't just their live cameras.
But a lot of that footage that comes back, that gets onto the mainstream, and that's shown on news channels and stuff, luckily it is blurred out, which is I mean, the way in which he was assassinated is wild. Obviously, as we're recording this, the suspect's been
supposedly found,
arrested, caught and arrested, turned over by his own family, which is I suppose one positive thing from this whole thing. He was shot in the neck, which is just brutal. Supposedly, he would have as soon as that bullet hit, it was almost as immediate, as if he was just a paraplegic. There was no.
Yeah, he was still alive, I believe.
Momentarily, probably. Yeah.
Not even momentarily, but I don't know how true this is, but I heard that he was still alive, but in severe critical condition.
Really?
Yeah. So, but then obviously didn't pass. But I don't know how true that is. He could have just passed away.
They said that where he was shot, there was obviously so much blood that artery would have been.
Yeah, there's a carotid artery.
Would have been blown to bits.
Gone, yeah.
And also that his spinal cord was detached from his brain. Or is that right? Yeah.
Spinal cord, yeah.
Because that does attach.
Yeah, it's
to the back of your brain, doesn't it?
A small nerve going through the spine.
They said that would have been destroyed, basically. So there was no connection from the brain to the body anymore, which is just horrendous.
And ironically, the topic that he was talking about was gun violence as well.
Yeah. And I actually have the quote here that he said. So one of his big things, because he speaks a lot in the Bible as well. Yeah, he's a very religious person, and he's lives by the Bible. Yeah. Huge lover of Jesus, all that sort of stuff. But his actual exact quote was, "I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our God-given rights," which the irony in that is wild. Is wild. But a lot of experts said that that something like that there's 100% chance of that could always happen when he does them big debates, that could always happen, because
with any political figure anyway.
Absolutely.
I mean, do you see him with Donald Trump? He almost got the same faith,
but I suppose it does bring back up this topic of gun violence is probably the biggest discussed debate in America.
100%, yeah.
But it's a weird one, because it's not as if you can just erase the possession of guns for every living American. Like, so it's.
But that's the whole thing about the Constitution. You can change it. They left it so you can change it.
Yeah.
So,
but I suppose that Second Amendment is like, in the Bible, the right to bear arms.
Exactly. Yeah.
And for self-defense. So, how can you sort of go against that?
Yeah.
I mean, there is this whole thing that they want to, with background checks and everything like that. But that's it's never really gonna.
That Second Amendment was made when they had muskets.
Yeah.
And stuff, not machine guns, and that you can get multiple of the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Since it happened, like 200
I mean,
years.
Soon there's probably going to be a fucking, imagine there's like a bombing and then they go, well, I have the right to bear arms,
Yeah.
Are they going to be considered in there under the Second Amendment? Like, it's just a bit...
it's a bit messy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think...
I'm glad I'm not over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ireland is fucking... It's getting worse, isn't it? But
it's getting worse, but it's better than America at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. But thankfully, I mean, the suspect was...
apprehended
and arrested. A 22-year-old, which is just...
Yeah.
It's just wild that somebody our age can pull off such a fatal, like, lethal moment like this, like to, take down a man like that and shoot him.
It's crazy, like, just to think about. What, like, led him to do it?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Well, supposedly he was dating a trans person, which Charlie Kirk definitely had his views on as well, as, a worshipper of the Bible, and he had his views on gender and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's clear to see that obviously, this man Tyler Robinson was clearly not a fan. Which is just it is wild. But I also seen from she's a good friend of Charlie Kirk's. Have you ever heard of Candace Owens?
I don't think so, no.
She's also sort of down a similar lane of, they were really good friends, but she was also sort of a I don't really know what you'd call these people, political, like, she loved a good debate as much as Charlie Kirk did, and she had her controversial opinions, and a lot of them based around gender and stuff like that. But she claimed she's really good friends with Charlie Kirk, but she reckoned that what was it that she said? I have it here. She said supposedly that he was fighting with billionaires, fighting with loads of billionaires over money that he took from them, supposedly, in relation to all these sorts of issues, which I don't know. So is that claiming that there's sort of was a bounty on his head? But
I doubt it was like that much of, if it was a 22-year-old doing it, like.
But yeah, it's a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
But it's mad because he was sort of a big advocate as well for, like, just free speech as well, clearly.
Yeah. By
his views. But there was actually a student in Texas Tech. Did you see this? I don't know.
I don't think so.
There was a lady on the campus. I think there was like a vigil laid for Charlie Kirk, like a bit of a tribute sort of thing, like a memorial sort of thing. And she ran over and she was videoed screaming like, "Oh, your homie's dead. Oh, God. He got shot in the head." She was like singing.
Oh my God.
She got arrested for it. So
why?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
free speech.
I think it was from what I read, it was known as simple assault. I don't know how that.
Just making up words now.
It's pretty mad.
There was making up things now,
but that's what would Charlie Kirk be happy with that? That's her freedom of speech, and sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way, look, it is a weird situation because he had offended so many people. I actually seen a video of an artist. I'll have to get his name. If I can find it here, but he was performing a concert last night and was like, "Oh yeah, this is a tribute to Charlie Kirk," and like, I'll have to find it. But basically mocking the death of Charlie Kirk, and it's a bit wild, like that big musicians and stuff like that. I'll have to find out. There's probably no point in me bringing that up, and then I don't have information on it,
But
yeah, it is weird because his political views were against so many people, but at the end of the day, he's a father and son and a brother and a, you know,
husband and everything.
All these sorts of things. So
it's not a person at the end of the day, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
That also, I think, leads into one of your next topics.
Yeah.
Obviously, that got a lot of publicity.
Yeah.
But then the week before,
yeah,
the woman on the bus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, which got barely any publicity.
No.
In the news wise. Obviously, everyone knows about it, but not like we don't know any information about it or anything.
Yeah.
And it's just wild.
Absolutely. Just to clarify, actually, the artist was Bob Vylan, was his name.
Bob Vylan.
So it's spelled like Bob Dylan, weirdly, but it's Bob Vylan. He was a British artist.
Tribute. Tribute band.
Yeah. Mocked Charlie Kirk's death on stage, sparking outrage. And it was basically calling him a piece of shit and basically celebrating his death online, but supposedly he's been dropped by his label and everything like that. So
yeah, because
which is wild. But
if you are a public figure, like you have to be prepared on backlash on your own views.
Yeah.
In that sense, you know.
Yeah.
So you need to be careful.
But then he put out a defense, supposedly saying that at no point was Charlie Kirk's death celebrated, but it literally was. It literally was by the video. He was celebrating on stage, basically like, "Oh, this is a tribute to Charlie Kirk." So that's pretty wild.
Right.
But let's speak about this other big situation. So it happened in Chicago, if I'm correct in saying.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. A Ukrainian woman by the name of Irina Zarutska.
Okay, I didn't know her name. Yeah,
I know. I did my research. I said there's no point in us talking about it, and then we don't even know the woman's name.
Yeah, it's very true.
So you get that kind of research on the Comfort Zone podcast. All right, tune in whenever the podcast comes out. Yes, but this Ukrainian woman had boarded a train in Chicago, and I believe this suspect was already. Was it a train or a bus?
I thought it was a bus.
Was it a bus? Oh, it was a bus.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe the suspect was supposedly already on the train, and she sort of sat in front of him.
Yeah. There is the footage still out there as well.
Oh, it's clear as fucking day. Yeah. And again, just horrendous to look at.
Because at first glance, it looks like he just punches her and walks away.
It looks like yeah.
But then she's also in shock because she doesn't know what happened.
It's a reaction.
It's the adrenaline in her body. Just like what happened.
It kind of just freezes.
Yeah. So she didn't even know.
It's the reaction for me that really throws me off. Like when I'm watching it, I'm like, fucking hell, because you would expect someone that gets stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's been living under a rock or hasn't seen the video. He basically comes from behind her. He's sitting right behind her and sort of just digs a knife into her neck. And
they were just sitting there doing their own business, and he just gets up and just went gone.
Yeah,
and
like she does live momentarily, but she later did pass away.
She was bleeding out, but she didn't realize she was, because it was almost like it was bleeding down into her clothes. She didn't even realize. Yeah, sorry, my mic was a bit far away.
No, it's fine.
But yeah,
it's horrendous. Like the video when she sort of just looks up and is like holding her neck, but. It's weird. You would nearly expect someone that's been stabbed like that so viciously in the neck to just hit the floor and die.
Yeah, because obviously movies and stuff like that, you see somebody gets stabbed in the neck, they're basically dead.
Yeah,
but it's just the shock of it that she was covering her face. Like she was like, "Oh my god, what just happened?"
Yeah. But it's mad to me because I once watched an interview with a man called Darren Till. He's a UFC fighter. He's from Liverpool,
right?
And he's had a very rough kind of life. He gotten a lot of fights and street fights and all the rest of it. And one time he was in a street fight and he was wearing a white t-shirt, and he said he was in a street fight with a gang of lads, and he noticed something pinch his side. But he was so angry, and he was furious, and he was fighting, and the adrenaline running through him. And he was swinging punches. Didn't even know he got stabbed. And later on, he just looked down and his whole white teeth, just blood.
Yeah.
But that's the sign of the adrenaline. But this girl is just sitting there, and it's just like, it must have been a horrendous feeling. Like,
it's kind of like similar to that. Like, he didn't realize that he got stabbed. Like, my dad actually. Yeah. Same thing happened to him when he was a bit younger.
What, really?
Not in that specific sense, not in violent or anything.
Oh, okay, right.
He used to work in this factory, and they had these sharp blades, whatever. But whatever shoes he was wearing, it accidentally dropped and pierced straight into the shoe.
Right, yeah.
And he was like, okay, that was very close. Takes it out. What goes on with his day? Goes out to the pub that, like, right after work.
Yeah.
And he's like, why is my foot kind of heavy? And then one of his friends looked down, like, why is your socks 2 different colours? And he looks down, takes off a shoe,
one red sock. Blood. Really?
Yeah, he sliced a good bit of his toe, like, or whatever. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You didn't even know.
You just don't notice, like, you're just when you're going about your day with adrenaline. But sorry about that. We're back. Yeah, we just had a temporary malfunction of the set. Behave. Anyway, so the question I was going to ask, we were speaking about the lady who was murdered on the bus. Yeah. How would you put any blame perhaps on the witnesses at all? Because their reaction kind of threw me off a little bit as well.
Like, they didn't do anything, but obviously they obviously didn't know that she was also stabbed. She didn't even know she was stabbed, but at the same time. But
surely one of them must have seen that. There's no way the fella pulled out a massive blade.
Yeah, it was about that size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and surely someone would have seen, like, the blood and her holding her neck. Like, I wonder that maybe that girl just possibly couldn't communicate that to them in any way. Like, there was no way. Like,
but there was one sitting right across from her.
Yeah,
that just kind of looked over and didn't do
not even like are you okay? Like,
yeah, like, it's just like when people get or see awkward situations, they don't want to involve themselves.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, if you see a fight out in the street, you're just like, okay, let me avoid that, and then instead of helping, or if, like, somebody's hurt or something like that, you're like, okay, I don't want to involve myself. But it
must show the level of kind of fear there is on these levels of public transport, that
especially in Chicago,
but people just keep to themselves and don't want to get involved in any sort of public disturbance, I guess.
Yeah,
but that is one thing I feel confident that in Ireland that people would hopefully,
Oh yeah, like, we do stick up for each other.
I think so.
Time,
Yeah, I would like to think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, so the suspect who goes by the name of DeCarlos Brown, if I'm correct in saying so. DeCarlos, yeah, pretty cool name. But we're not gonna give him any sort of praise here for anything at all.
No.
DeCarlos Brown Jr., yes, his mother addressed the killing, and supposedly he was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
I mean,
does that change the look on it for you at all?
It doesn't change it. Like, he still did it.
Yeah,
people can manage schizophrenia. Not a lot of people also can either. Like, it's not the same for every single person.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why was he alone on a bus if he's diagnosed schizophrenia?
That's the thing, I suppose. And his mother also noted that, like, the institution that he was in just released him too early, and there was just no, as if he was just chucked out in the street sort of thing.
That's the American health system.
Yeah.
Healthcare system,
it's fucking any health system at the moment, isn't it? Like, it's just fucking
the world's fucked.
The world is fucked, man. It's it's scary. It is scary. But
should we go for something a bit uplifting now before talking?
Yeah, but just before we move on,
sorry.
Why I was bringing that up was because Trump addressed it. Trump addressed the murder of this girl and said that the suspect deserves the death penalty. But that diagnosis and that knowledge changes now things. That's come up could possibly change things.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see because these two people, Tyler Robinson for the Charlie Kirk murder, DeCarlos Brown Jr. for the murder of Irina Zarutska. It'd be interesting to see, do these just get life sentences? Is there anywhere I don't know what kind of states still give the death penalty.
There's a good couple.
There's
of states.
a good few, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a good few. I'm just not sure on which
Chicago,
one.
I'm not sure. Because a lot of people will probably be on death row in Chicago. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I think it could be. I know Florida is definitely one of them.
I think Arizona could be one. Why do I have Arizona in my head?
That could be.
Yeah.
Texas.
But yeah, maybe Texas.
I don't know. We're not
Utah.
Sure.
Utah. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
You know,
let's hope so.
Bring it back in.
Bring it back in.
That's a new hashtag. Bring it back in. They say, you know, make America great again. Bring it back in.
Bring it back
for the death penalty. But yeah, those were the two main topics I think I had in my head to kind of discuss in this episode, because they are
the big things at the moment.
They are the biggest news lines at the moment. Of course, we are not knowledgeable in the slightest really when it comes to these topics. So
just giving our own opinion on the whole situation. I am the least political person.
Same. This is probably going to be the most political episode we ever do, because I think there's more I want to discuss that is centered around politics. But anyone who knows me will know I am the least clued up person when it comes to politics, especially Irish politics, which is quite I haven't got it, but we'll still talk about it anyway, because let's have a laugh. All right, so just relax. Should we do our top 5 for this week, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah, should we do it? So for this week, or this podcast, I hate saying this week because that really puts expectation on this podcast coming out every week.
I mean, it's going well so far.
Yeah, tune in every week
or two,
every Thursday. No, for this podcast, our top 5 segment.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's the Thursday wasn't a thing. So for this podcast, our top 5 is one that we had done before.
Yes, we had.
Which I believe we mentioned, but the podcast never came out. Maybe will one day it see the light of day? I don't think so. Probably not.
No. The audio and the video and everything.
Yeah, I can't remember why we didn't get it out. I think we fucked things up. But anyway.
The video was messed up because we had the cameras misaligned. The video, the audio was...
Yeah, it wasn't working on my mic. It was a bit thrown together. Yeah. We only had 2 mics plugged in for 3 people, so that wasn't really ideal. No. But we are revisiting what was actually the very first top 5 segment we ever did, but it never seen the light of day. But so our top 5 for this podcast is top 5 guilty pleasure songs.
Yes.
Revisited. So it's actually not the same as we're not just regurgitating the ones we had from the last podcast.
It's been a good couple of months. It's about
maybe 6 months.
I'd say over 6 months,
possibly. Since then I can't even remember what my list was, if I'm honest.
I think I remember one.
Yours was shit, wasn't it? God love you.
Mine was kind of shit.
Because I think you just listed songs that were good.
I kind of did the same, but a bit more unique in the way of this is what I like at the moment that I kind of.
But are these songs though that? So I went for songs that I would never tell anyone that I enjoy listening to. Okay. That's a guilty pleasure, like a song you would feel guilty listening to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Kind of, yeah.
This isn't just top 5 songs of the week.
I know, yeah.
All right, should we go through them?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, let me also have a quick kind of glance.
Have a look at your Spotify. If you think of anything in your head, just songs that aren't socially acceptable, we would say. Like songs that you listen to that you wouldn't tell anyone you listen to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Will I go first?
You go first.
All right.
I'm going to have a look here.
Okay. I don't really know what order I want to do this in. I'll go for, my first one is kind of it's actually a pretty good song, but it kind of okay, so my number 5, I'll just rattle them off. So my number 5 is Bye 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 by NSYNC. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. That's very good song.
Very good song.
But I feel like when that song was in its day, wouldn't have been sort of I wouldn't have been the target audience. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very sort of poppy. It's very sort of Like, I don't know if I could drive down the road with the windows open playing Bye 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 on my radio. Do you know what I mean?
But that's such a vibe, though.
It's such a good song.
Such a vibe.
But I think it's all due to the help of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would never have had that song in my playlist before Deadpool came out. But that changed the game completely. So it is kind of a guilty pleasure song in my opinion. I wouldn't really I wouldn't go around boasting that I listen to NSYNC. Do you know what I mean? I think just NSYNC in general is a bit interesting, but
that's fair.
Yeah, that's my first. Owen's making a whole new fucking list.
I'm making a whole new list, but I'm trying to multitask.
You're trying to concentrate on my picks while making your own picks.
Yes, yeah, but I almost have it there. I'm almost done. But
just let's steer away from R. Kelly if we can.
Yes.
You know, what's his song again? Ignition. You know, it was a good song back in the day, but obviously other things other things have happened.
Yes.
Since. So no R. Kelly, please.
Okay, well, I don't have a particular song. No, sorry.
Should we just end the podcast here?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start off with
all right, now just go for
song.
It. Yeah. Say it with your balls. Just don't get them out anyway.
Pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OnlyFans coming soon.
Okay, so
number 5.
Newer song on the market.
Okay.
Tears by Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. I haven't listened to that one much though.
I came across it and I was like, is this going to be a sad Sabrina Carpenter song? And I listened to it and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But she's getting a lot of criticism lately for her sort of
fuck it, like,
but you know, and the whole album cover of her sort of being Eiffel Towered really. Well, not really, but that's sort of how it looked. And then she had to change it.
Did she have to change it?
She had to change it, I think, yeah, because the original album cover, I think, was with one man in front and one man behind. But I think now the album cover is just one man in front. It's just one man in front, I think.
I always thought it was just one man.
Yeah, I didn't just make up her being Eiffel Tower. That would be a bit.
I mean, you never know.
And supposedly she had to have like so many different men like try for that cover because she had to get it just right, you know. I swear.
Is that on?
I swear to God, no, that's true. She had to have loads. Okay. There was loads of different men that tried out for that album cover, and she took she gave it careful consideration because she wanted, you know, her hair to be
messed up in
the right way, and it's all a bit mad. But I don't agree with the criticism. All right, let her do her thing. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a good choice. I mean, you won't really. I sort of want to listen to the album. Is that bad?
No, I mean, I just
don't think I'll ever live it down if someone sees me listen to Sabrina Carpenter, or if I load up my Spotify in front of someone and Sabrina Carpenter's album is in there.
Yeah, like
I don't think I could live that down.
I don't think I'd be embarrassed, but at the same time, I wouldn't openly be like, "Oh yeah, I was just listening to Sabrina Carpenter today."
Yeah. But I did have a Sabrina Carpenter song on my last guilty pleasure list, so
I did too.
Yeah. So she is the ultimate. For any man, I'd say she's the ultimate guilty pleasure, really.
That or Billie Eilish, actually.
Not even just the music. But anyway, that's a good show. That's a good show because that is a guilty pleasure song. Yeah. Owen's understood the assignment.
Yes, finally.
Congratulations.
I don't think I understand this one at all.
Yeah.
Even before.
A guilty pleasure. I love the one day we'll be like, guilty pleasure. Say we do guilty pleasure foods, and Owen's like, pasta,
steak.
Yeah, but no, my number 4 is called "You're Still the One" by Shania Twain / Teddy Swims. Have you ever heard that song?
Oh, I don't think I've heard it.
Oh, it's a great song. It's a real slow love song, but it was originally by Shania Twain, and Teddy Swims has lately in the last year or two. I don't know when he did his version, has recently done a version of it. It's so maybe more for the men. Listen to the Teddy Swims version, but you can't really beat the Shania Twain original classic. Just a real slow, beautiful love song. I'll have to play that one to you. But Teddy Swims performs it, and when he performs it live, it's brilliant because he brings out his partner, who's also a singer, and they sing it together, and it's just
that's really nice.
Really gets me in my feels, you know. Really gets me in the So that's my number 4. That's a guilty. That's it. But I wouldn't go around like playing that an awful lot. You know what I mean? So bit of a guilty pleasure for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
My next one, my number 4, is by David. He spells it as
oh no,
D4VD.
One of my topics for today was about him.
Oh,
did you not hear the news about him?
No.
He was recently arrested.
What?
They found human remains in his car. I swear to God, look.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He didn't go for R. Kelly, but he did go for another criminal that had human remains in his car. Now, that one I didn't research, as to be honest. I didn't go fully more into that.
Okay.
But I should have let him speak about the song and then told him. He's just a great artist and just a really good guy, and you know, I just love David and his music and everything about him, really. Oh,
that's too funny. Okay.
What's the song though? What's the song?
It's called Crashing.
Okay.
It's with.
Is he a rapper?
A rapper?
Yeah.
No, he's kind of more of a
R&B sort of
R&B type of
right.
rap,
Yeah.
But it's with.
It's always the R&B artists.
Uterus.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a saddish love song in a way. Like,
right. Yeah.
That like. Just that
similar to my one, it gets you in the feels, like a really
it gets you in the feels.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's such a nice one that I just kind of like listen to, that I don't think I can listen to it anymore.
He likes his music, all right. He doesn't.
It's like the whole topic that we had last week about the
he likes his music, all right. Relax. Yeah. I can't believe that. That's so funny that you picked an artist that I had.
That's crazy
for a topic for today, but I didn't think. I had never heard of him, really. I think that's why I hadn't. Yeah. And I wouldn't have thought you did either. That's fucking gas. You do really enjoy very niche artists.
I do. Yeah.
You really find artists that aren't very... Like, one of your favourite artists is NF, right?
Yeah.
Who is a huge artist, as far as I'm aware.
He is a huge artist.
But when you first told me about him, I was like, I haven't got a clue who that is.
Most people only know one song from
him. Right. That
was his one that was on the charts.
Yeah.
That's why. But
you do love your kind of niche artists.
I do.
But that's... I mean, it's definitely a guilty pleasure song now.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm not going to be telling people about that anymore.
Oh, that is fucking brilliant. My next song is just a beautiful song, but I don't think I'd really share it with many people.
Okay.
It's by Celine Dion. I think that's sort of says enough. It's called I'm Alive.
I'm Alive.
By Celine Dion. Oh, it's a beautiful song.
I possibly could have heard that.
The reason why I love this song is because it was in one of my favourite movies when I was a child. Stuart Little. Have you ever seen Stuart Little?
I've seen Stuart Little. I haven't seen that.
I think it's the end of Stuart. It's either the end of the first one or the second one, and there's like the happy ending and they fly away. I think it's the second one because it has Marglo.
Yeah.
You know Marglo?
The second one had the little plane in it.
Yeah, and they sort of fly away and that music plays. I'm sure when you hear it, you'll know it.
Oh, yeah.
It's called I'm Alive by Celine Dion. It is a beautiful song. A real like uplifting song.
Yeah.
Just
beautiful.
Yeah. Typical movie kind of music. You know what I mean?
That's
uplifting movie music. So that's my third guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Sounds a bit sexual. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay, I need to find another third. Because
he's not even going off his original list anymore. He's just scrolling through Spotify.
I literally am, because I had 2 songs from David.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, a good one that does, like, I do like having the windows
guilty
down.
Pleasure, Owen.
I know. It's not like one that I'd usually play if somebody was in the car, but I'd put the windows down on a nice day, like a sunny day like today.
Yeah.
That is just going to be just a pure vibe.
Right. Yeah.
Virtual Insanity.
Right.
By I can't pronounce the name.
Really? Let me see it. Can I see it on Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fucking chance am I pronouncing that. Okay.
But it's a good one. Like, I think most people have heard of it.
Yeah. It's a pity about copyright because we could probably put little clips of them in, you know. I think it might be 15-second the rule, so we might see what we can do. But
it's a good like vibe kind of driving song. I wouldn't listen to it when I'm walking or anything like that.
Is it like pop? Like,
yeah, like it gives me kind of movie vibes as well.
Yeah,
like a good kind of montage feeling type of way. You know, I can't describe it, but that's the way it kind of makes me feel. Just I wouldn't usually play it in front of people.
You wouldn't play it if there was other people in the car. Yeah. That's a guilty pleasure. Yeah. Sort of one that you wouldn't consider socially acceptable sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, my number 2 is definitely probably the biggest guilt. My 2 and my 1 are definitely my biggest guilty pleasures. Does that make sense? But this one. Is Sorry for Party Rockin' by LMFAO.
I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, man, that tune is banging. Like, if you want to put yourself in a good mood, listen to that song.
Okay, it is a pretty good song. Yeah,
like you're not going to it to like. I can agree. There's no deep insight into the song, or like lyrically, it's not going to blow your mind, but it's just like
a feel good song.
LMFAO were very good for their time at the time. Like they were very, and that song was huge.
It was.
But I doubt you have many people listening to Sorry for Party Rockin' at the moment.
I don't think I've heard anyone in the last fucking 10 years
listen to LMFAO in general. Like yeah.
It's crazy.
It's wild, but I actually listened to it weirdly enough on the plane home from Edinburgh yesterday. I just got back from Edinburgh yesterday. Yeah. I listened to that on the plane home.
Very nice.
And I showed my girlfriend I was listening to that song, and she was a bit, she wasn't, she was a bit surprised. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
it was quite funny, but yeah, that's definitely a guilty pleasure song for me.
That's fair.
LMFAO, by the way, one of the biggest downfalls in music history. Their story is a bit wild. They sort of fell out because it's an uncle and nephew.
Yeah.
And the guy with the big afro, his name's Redfoo.
Okay.
They sort of fell out, and there was loads of he tried to sort of claim ownership of all the music and stuff, and there was big disputes up in the courts and everything.
Right.
I don't think he ever got full ownership. Then he tried to launch his own solo career, had sold no copies whatsoever, barely any copies.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just no sign of them since. And he also he actually made his professional tennis debut.
Tennis?
Yeah, in some really small competition somewhere. I don't know where it was. And he lost. So
not a good career so far.
Yeah, so massive downfall from them. But yeah, LMFAO was definitely, any song by LMFAO I think is a guilty pleasure for sure.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree.
Yeah. Beat that.
Right, so I have Out Like a Light by Ricky Montgomery and the Honey Sticks. Out Like a
Light, that one? No? By Drake?
No.
Oh, that's sicko mode, isn't it?
No, it's a very slow dance song.
Oh, okay.
In the way of...
Yeah, any slow dance song.
It has a deeper meaning in the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
But
who's it by?
Ricky Montgomery and the Honey Sticks.
Oh, I think I know that name actually. Is it an old song?
No, it's new, oldish in the last, I'd say.
He sounds very 80s years. Kind of artist, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of. I think a few people know. A few, maybe one or two of his songs, but this one is kind of a nice one for me.
Yeah.
And he has two versions of it. One that's kind of just a regular slow song, and then the other one which is kind of more slow.
Oh, really?
More in the fields.
Like an acoustic sort of vibe.
Kind of. Yeah. Acoustic vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the song that I listen to, but nobody else is around. Just to be just either just to relax or
just to be yourself.
Yeah. Just to be in the fields,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Have a nice cry.
Yeah. It's it's that type of
Babe Station and a bong. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a good choice. I'm sure someone out there is going, Ricky Montgomery, ha, you stupid twat.
Yeah.
But not me, because I don't know who that is. But anyway, my number one is, without doubt, I don't care what anyone says, all right? They made it. I kind of jokingly put them in my last list, and just said any song by them.
I'm doing that for my last one.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
But this song, one of the best songs of all time, and you can't tell me any different. It's a song by JLS, and it's called "Love You More."
Okay.
Have you ever heard that song? I think you'll know it if you heard it. It is a beautiful.
I was a big fan of JLS when I was younger.
Beautiful song. Well, me too. Unfortunately, because it's sort of,
Yeah.
I don't know how people didn't think I was, Anyway, but ultimately, they are for sure a guilty pleasure.
Oh,
like
100%.
I think for anyone at any stage now, JLS are a bit of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
But they're coming back lately. They've been performing and all sorts and touring and all. Tempted to get a ticket, but don't really think I could live that down in the group chat if I went to JLS. So
keep it in the headphones.
Keep it in my headphones. Yeah. But Love You More, such a beautiful. They wrote for children in need.
Okay.
Yeah. So back in the day, so beautiful. Oh, just a beautiful song. Lyrically, perfect. Harmonies, just perfect. Aston Marigold on the main vocal, just beautiful. So that's my number one guilty pleasure song. Go listen to that song if you haven't already, and it'll put you in your feels. And I will stand by JLS till the day I die.
Okay, I don't feel that strongly about
all
them,
right.
but I was a fan.
Yeah, shout out anyone who likes JLS, but yeah.
Mine is not a particular song. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
Okay, yeah.
It's more of an album that's also classified as an entire musical.
By David. Just David as an artist is my guilty pleasure.
Well, all musicals. I do like a good few musicals.
Yeah.
Like a few kind of songs from different ones, which is also just kind of guilty pleasure in itself. But one in particular, Epic the Musical. I think I mentioned it last week.
Was that the one you mentioned, or was that?
That's the one I mentioned. It was about the Odyssey. And
Odyssey,
yeah, that whole thing. But that's a big guilty pleasure.
The soundtrack from the musical.
It is it is a musical.
Oh, it is a musical.
Yeah.
So the soundtrack for that.
Yeah, that's
a guilty pleasure. Yeah. See, there you go.
I play that, but at the same time, like I only know like 2 or 3 people that actually do listen to it properly and have that guilty pleasure. That's the only people I talk to about it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So
no, that makes sense. I mean, if someone approached you and was like, "What song are you listening to?" and it's like, "Oh, Epic the Musical."
Yeah, a lot of people do know it. Like
that wouldn't make the cut. Yeah,
like a lot of people do know and do really enjoy it, and there's a whole big fan base about it. But I wouldn't be like, "Oh, let's play this in the car" when other people's in the car, because it's more of a me. Unless I knew the people actually like the songs, stuff like that. So yeah, that's a good show. I can't pick a particular song, because there's about I think 50 songs.
So your number one guilty pleasure is a musical.
Yeah,
musical soundtrack. That's a good choice. I think you finally grasped.
I finally grasped it.
What guilty pleasure is. It's not that difficult. All right, just say.
I can't think of this yet, man.
Just say R. Kelly and be done with it. All right. No.
R. Kelly, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Chris Brown, David, and Jimmy Savile. Anyway.
There we go.
Well, he was more of a DJ, but yeah.
But still,
artist. Few bangers back in the day. Anyway. Speaking of bangers, did you hear about? Did you see videos of Bonnie Blue driving around on her bus?
No.
Yeah, so you know Bonnie Blue, right?
I know Bonnie Blue.
Yeah, loves.
We all know Bonnie Blue.
You know, well, we all know what she loves. But she's recently been doing driving around the UK with plastered on it Bonnie Blue's Bang Bus.
Oh God.
And I didn't really want to bring this up, but I seen one video yesterday on TikTok that just blew my mind. All right, so this video, this big blue van, like it's not even like it's a subtle like Ford Transit, and it has like it's a big bright blue van, Bonnie Blue's Bang Bus on it. Right, she's driving around to universities and like basically shagging young lads, basically, and they have to sign consent forms and all. It's totally fucked. Like, it's
That's
proper, like, Epstein shit. Anyway, although maybe he didn't have consent form, it doesn't matter.
He wouldn't
have had consent forms. Yeah, that's a
if
good
he
point.
Did,
so
fair play to him.
yeah.
No, still no.
You know, he's innocent. But no.
Wild. Take that out of context.
No. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. That's, you know, you don't expect it to go quiet and you just slip something in there. It was a joke. Anyway, so let's all relax, all right? Let's all chill.
Oh, God, okay.
Let's all chill. I wasn't actually saying that. That was just a...
Yeah.
That was just obviously... Anyway. But, so Bonnie Blue's Bang Bus plastered on the side of this van. There's a video of a girl who looks no older than like 12. I swear to God, I'll have to show you this video, or if I might send Rob a screenshot or something to put in the video, the age of this young girl. She's literally about 12, and she goes over and gets a photo with Bonnie Blue.
Oh, God.
I was just like, that is like just how fucked this world is.
When I was in Ibiza there a couple of months ago.
She was there?
She wasn't there, but a week after...
Yeah.
I left.
Yeah.
She was there.
Yeah.
And one of the people that lived in one of the apartments.
Yeah.
She looked down and there was a bunch of people crowded around her.
Really?
It's like, and she was just like, why is everyone trying to get a selfie with Bonnie Blue? Like,
yeah, it's
a bit messed up.
Like, if young lads are seen getting photos with Bonnie Blue, like, you're just, oh man, it's horrendous. But this girl was like literally no older than 12. Gets a photo with Bonnie Blue, right? And then who walks into frame? Her mother. Her mother walks into frame then and is just chatting. So it's not like this girl like was out and like her family had no idea and got a photo with Bonnie Blue. The mother then walks into frame and is there just chatting away, just having a chat with her. It's like, what are you, hi Bonnie, what are you up to today? And she's just like, oh, well, just see my bus here, you know.
Any men on the go?
Yeah, it's like...
Oh my
12,
God.
like that girl was like 12, like
Jesus
man, it's fucked. The world is fucked. And so is she.
Literally.
Yeah, but I just thought I had to bring that up because yeah.
Do it to herself. I don't get it.
Is it like she's surely made enough money at this stage?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
You know about people with money, you can never have enough.
Just be a normal porn star. Like, why do people have to? I'm sure a few porn stars make some good.
They get fucking
money.
Yeah, they get a lot.
And with obviously the rise of OnlyFans now and stuff, you have more. You know, these people have more control over what content they create, what content they take part in.
Some people do both. Some people do both.
Yeah,
OnlyFans and regular.
But there's probably a lot of people in that industry that create good legacies for themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they're in that industry, they're sort of, you can build probably you could probably build quite a good career. You don't have to go out and do this. Like, it's just like, clearly she gets a good kick out of it, and you know, whatever you're into, but make sure they're of age. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah,
not 12.
No, she wasn't
12. She probably wasn't 12, but she looked about 12. Yeah. Getting a photo with Bonnie Blue. Imagine the mother didn't know who it was, and she was like, "Oh, who's that?"
Oh, that's an actress.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, one of my favorite actresses. Yeah. Oh, what movie was she in? Oh, just 1,000 Lads in One Day. Yeah, it's fucked. Yeah, it's crazy. But I just thought I had to bring that up because it was quite.
I know this is a bit of a wild thing to bring up as well. On the same lines, like, you know, the whole.
Yeah,
we can cut this out.
No, it's fine. Go for it. I already said a few things, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you know, like the whole like 2 girls 1 cup type of thing.
Yeah,
that video. It's kind of on the same vibe as that video. The whole
guilty pleasure.
The guilty pleasure.
No? Is that not what you were?
No.
Is that what you meant? Oh, right, okay.
No, with the whole Body Blue with the like 100 men in one. It's going to go down in history that nobody's ever going to forget that.
Yeah, probably.
Like that's a timeless thing.
Yeah.
So like, what if she wants to retire and wants to have a family and stuff like that? What, like, yeah, this is what I think about with people that do porn. Like, what?
Yeah.
How?
But Like she already has a mother and at that stage, like if it gets past that stage and your mother is approving of it, like your kids like are going to be, you know.
But like I mean, like what?
You just have to try and protect your kids from that, don't you? Like maybe she doesn't want kids. I think she does.
But there's a few porn stars out there that had kids after they made a really good name for themselves.
Yeah.
What like?
But they're just going to be homeschooled, aren't they? They're not going to be thrown. They're not going to be thrown in a public school. You know what I mean?
That is true because they have the money and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Lana Rhodes, she had a child with Blake Griffin.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if it was Blake Griffin, but an NBA star.
But like, think about it. Think about you're that kid.
Yeah.
You want to have some alone time.
Yeah.
I don't mean kid as in I mean teenager. Like
I see where you're going.
And then
you see your mother pop up.
That's. I know she tried to get.
Maybe those websites should do like you can filter out like keywords. Like
like I know she did try to get her videos removed because of this whole situation. But
did she? Yeah,
she did. There was a whole controversy about it when she was pregnant or had her kids. And
let's hope that doesn't go through. No, I'm joking.
It hasn't. She couldn't get the rights for them.
This is what he was researching for the podcast.
Yes. It was research. It was
research. Yeah. But I just find that whole fucking situation wild because you must feel pretty empty. Like, at what point does money just not become enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it's
and like
I don't get it.
Satisfaction, like sexually, like that and money, like is that enough for some? Like that must be just enough for some people. Like I know I can just if I was to put myself in her shoes, which is a wild sentence to say, I just feel like I'd feel very empty.
Are you sure you wouldn't feel full?
Yeah, true. No, I knew that was coming. But it's just if
I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is wild. But all power to her. You know what I mean? If she comes to Ireland, I will not be there.
I'd take a selfie with her just for the meme. And we could post
maybe that's supposedly probably what obviously this girl did, so she could send it to all her mates and
be like, oh, look who
I'm with. Yeah, but it just doesn't. I mean, like, how damn videos get out there on the internet, like, is just fucking. It's wild. It's wild. But let's. Speaking of people getting fucked.
Okay.
Conor McGregor, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Yes, we're back on Conor McGregor. We actually spoke about Conor McGregor on the very first podcast we did together.
Oh, it was the very first podcast.
Yeah, but recently he announced his bid to run in the presidential election.
Yes.
Which sparked a lot of outrage because, of course, he is, he's done a lot of things and
the whole controversy with him. Yep.
Yeah, he's recently been charged with rape, basically. Which
he's
is
a lovely man.
Yeah. And very, that obviously brought around a load of discussion because you know, with someone with such a mass following, like, it is very possible that this man could not be elected, but at least run for president. Now, I'm not fully sure on how you. I suppose you have to build your own party, don't you? And
I think so. I don't know how Irish
and all the rest of it, but
works.
With someone with such a massive following, it's always possible that these people can end up running for president. But he has most recently just pulled out of the race, which is great. Supposedly he was advised by family. Thank fuck. Do you think they went to him like, Conor, that rape thing. You know that rape thing that we put the thing that we put a pin in over here. Should we take the pin out and look at this and go, well, this man's not going to be the next president of Ireland? Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine an actual? I don't know whether we can bleep me saying the word rapist a lot, but
we might have to.
Yeah, maybe if we can do that, but
like, you mean look over in fucking America?
Well, allegedly, I'm not talking about just in that specific way, but I mean just
him in general.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He was involved with Epstein.
That's a good point. And like all these people at the top, like, these people at the top, like, they just have so much power that anything can go, really.
Yeah.
You know?
But he did a good thing of pulling out the race anyway.
Yeah.
Because there would be no point, like, in running.
Yeah.
Nobody would, like.
Well, to be fair, like I think Irish politicians, from what I've seen, have done quite well, like speaking against them, and like they're not afraid to kind of stand up against them, which is good.
Good, yeah.
I think that's what's been needed.
Yes.
I seen a video of like Simon Harris speaking like that. You know, Conor McGregor is quite literally the worst of us. Like he is you want the president to be someone that's the best of us.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor is quite literally the worst of us. But I think there should be just a thing. I don't know what, like, if you have a criminal record of any kind,
mm-hmm.
if you have any kind of criminal record, you should not be allowed be a member of a party, running any sort of election.
I fully agree with that.
You know?
Yeah.
Even voting, you could argue.
No.
Oh, okay, you don't agree with that one? You think they should be still allowed to vote? Yeah, because it could be like criminal record could be like, you know, you got caught robbing a pack of sweets, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But you see where I'm trying to go with this?
Yeah, in the way of like a serious offence, then I would say, yeah, you wouldn't be. Like,
I certainly think a member of a party or a politician should not have a criminal record.
I'd say a serious criminal record. I'd say like if you were like arrested.
But like, look at me or you. We don't have criminal records. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
You know what? Yeah, no, I retract what I just said. Yeah, no, I fully agree.
It's not that hard to not have a criminal record. Like, if you're a politician, you should be squeaky clean because you have to lead by example, and you're speaking for these people.
Yeah,
you should not have a criminal record.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm saying something that's very obvious here, but like,
no, like
it is just a thing that should be.
It would make fucking sense.
Yeah. But thankfully he's pulled out of the
election.
He will not be running, which is fantastic because you never know who could put him forward as the like lead member of their party, or he's just going to be an independent party. Because recently, like as well, Fianna Fáil, I don't know if you've seen, they put forward Jim Gavin as their.
I don't keep track.
Jim Gavin
politics,
basically was Jim Gavin, as far as I know, has never done that wrong. He was the head, he was the manager of the Dublin football team.
Oh, okay.
When Dublin, the last couple of years, won 6 in a row, he was the manager.
Right.
But I'm like, these are the people that we're putting forward a football head coach as like leading candidates to. And like, I seen a video of him spoke there, and he's he scrubbed up well and all the rest of it, and he's clearly probably he'd be a much better candidate than McGregor, that's for certain. And obviously, I haven't been keeping up with it fully, but there was a video of him speaking on like Palestine and Gaza and all the rest of it, and he's just kind of like he's stating the obvious, like, you know, this is bad, you know, stuff in Palestine is bad, and we need to
saying anything,
and we need to free the hostages, and you're not really giving us anything here to, you know what I mean? I think some politicians probably just say what they think people want to hear, but
that's not what we need.
Yeah. So exactly. But you know, the only place I'd let Conor McGregor in is prison. Yeah. Which I think probably bringing maybe to our last topic, which is kind of just a bit of a, you know, fun one. Not really fun, but speaking of prison, basically, there was a lady recently in Dubai, who was given a life sentence. Have you heard about this, Owen?
I don't.
We spoke briefly about it before the podcast, and you wanted me to tell you for what. But basically, there was a young woman, 23, I think she might be. Her name's Mia O'Brien.
Okay.
So Irish links. She's from Liverpool,
right?
But potentially Irish links. So I think, you know, she got a lot of support from the Irish and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But basically, she was over on holiday in Dubai. She was at a party. And at this party, she indulged in some substances.
Illegal
substances, like Class A illegal substances. Well, I don't know if it's Class A. I don't know my classes on illegal substances. But she was... the police turned up at the party. Mm-hmm. She was arrested and has been given a life sentence.
Right.
But there's a lot of uproar about it because... she's been given what's so-called a harsh sentence for like taking drugs, basically.
Yeah.
And what I seen one article that said she had been arrested for a single line of coke. just a single line of coke. Just a single. That's all.
Just that's it.
That's all she did. A single line of coke. It's not that bad. But there's a lot of uproar that, like, for just a single line of coke in a foreign country with completely different laws, she's been given a life sentence. And there is a lot of uproar. Talk to me, Mr. Eoghan, about your feelings on that. You're a bit torn over it?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Because on one hand, you could say possibly she deserves...
I don't think she deserves a life sentence for it.
Yeah.
But definitely a somewhat of a sentence, yes.
Because when you go to a foreign country, you should know what you're... You should know what you're going into. You should be at least aware of some laws, like, you know what I mean.
And usually drugs are illegal anyway, so that's a big indicator of, like, don't do it.
Absolutely. Like, if I go to Amsterdam, I know that, like, for weed, there's no, like, it's legal.
It's legal, but
if I go
there's restrictions.
If I go to America and I'm caught with fucking marijuana or whatever else, like,
you're fine. Yeah, well, like, there's
no, like, you could be fucked for it, like, in America for it, like, if you're caught with it, you know what I mean, as well.
In certain
places, do you know what I mean?
Places, yeah, you can't have over a certain amount, or you can't smoke it.
Obviously, there's some places where it's okay, but like, you have to be aware of, like,
same in Poland actually as well.
Yeah. You know, I think these people need to be aware of. So there is this big uproar of, you know. Is our sentence too harsh and all sorts? It's a life sentence, 25 years, which is wild. To be fair, imagine go to a party, don't know, you're having the best night of your life, and then you end up in prison and given 25 years. It is a bit fucking fucked.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar on their laws anyway, so like, that might be fair.
Don't do drugs
for over there.
That's probably the law.
If I was to choose on the life sentence that she gets, or this type of sentence that she gets, I'd say 12 to 15.
Really?
Yeah. Just because it is a high-end type of drug in the way of, like, it can get pretty serious.
Yeah.
But also, like if it was only a small bit, it wasn't a possession, it was just taken, it's kind of hard to judge. That's why 12 to 15 I think is fair.
Yeah, just slap a 12 to 15 on her and just be done with it.
25 is a lot. A long time.
And it's mad because you can't even, like, I'd say there'd be too much in terms of, like, trying to get her home basically to the UK and, like, serve a sentence over here, because they did that recently with that female basketball player. Remember, she was over in Russia and she was caught with drugs. Yeah. Was it Russia?
I don't know if it was Russia, but I remember
I can't remember where she was, but she was yeah, it was Russia. Yeah, because they had to negotiate with, like, Putin, I think, and stuff.
Okay.
And Brittany Griner was her name, I think. And she was caught with marijuana and she was jailed, like, for over there and held captive basically, and they had to negotiate sort of to get her back.
It's crazy.
So I think there's probably going to be a sort of similar sort of inquest.
Yeah.
But she was aware of. But I seen an article supposedly of Mia O'Brien. Supposedly they spoke with her cellmate, and the cellmate mentioned that she didn't believe that she would be treated as serious as a dealer. She basically, she was basically tried and, like, sentenced as a dealer basically. But she didn't believe she would be treated as a dealer. So she was aware.
She was aware of
her actions.
Yeah.
But, you know, so that's why, you know, you gotta be aware of these things, you know what I mean? So if anyone's going away on holidays, right, don't do coke.
Do that.
That's probably the biggest lesson we can.
Just don't do.
Just don't do coke. Should that be the title?
Don't do coke.
Should that be the title?
Yeah.
And then the whole the thumbnail is just a bag of coke. Don't do coke.
No, I have a good idea for the thumbnail actually for this one.
Oh really? Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty. After talking about a bag of coke, I don't think that's really.
No, not for that. Something that we talked about earlier was.
Yeah. But I think honestly, we've kind of gone through everything we can kind of
go through.
we've wanted to speak about today.
A bit more serious podcast.
A bit more serious, but that's kind of the vibe I like. I like us discussing topics that maybe we don't have the qualifications to speak about,
but we can speak on lightheartedly as well.
Yeah. You get young, fresh ideas with us. You know what I mean? You know, not all the normal bullshit that you see online and mainstream media. So
this is just our own opinions as well. Like,
come to us for new, fresh ideas and opinions. You know, but no, I do. Certainly, because we have the ambition of having guests on and speaking to important people and people with stories and people who've lived life fucking and done mad shit and all. Like, we're gonna have all sorts of kind of people, hopefully. So, you know, we want to explore all different topics and you know, hopefully get in touch with people who have opinions on things and all the rest of it. So, you know, some podcasts will be more chilled, some podcasts will be more serious. Upbeat, some will be more serious, but we hope everyone's enjoyed it nonetheless. I think that's probably what we're going to call it. We're on about an hour and 10.
Oh yeah. That's fair, yeah.
I'm fucking starving.
Me too.
But the marathon is in 40 days, so I can't really stuff my guts too much, which is my legs are fucked from walking around Edinburgh. It was so hilly and my legs are banjaxed, so I was going to go for a run today, but no chance of that. No. But I'm starving, so I think we're going to call it here, but we do appreciate everyone who's tuned in, everyone who continues to tune in, everyone who's sharing the podcast. Please like the video if you can. If you enjoyed it, do like the video, because liking the video is actually really helps us out. We actually were just made aware of a story where somebody actually just came across the podcast from seeing it in their YouTube recommended, which was fantastic. It's good. So if anyone who's watching this has made it this far, can like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on Instagram,
Spotify as well.
Spotify, absolutely. Follow us on Spotify, The Comfort Zone, Instagram at The Comfort Zone Pod, and we'll be back for another podcast soon. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.